Hello Forkies, this is day 28 of me playing chess every day until I reach the rapid rating of 2500. So here we go. We have a game and we have the black pieces. Our opponent is around 2000 rated, so this is very nice playing against a strong opponent. Yesterday I lost my game, but still we will bounce back today. So my opponent maybe won't move, which is a very bad thing. I don't think he will abort the game, but okay, e4 on the board, c6 the Caro-Kann defense, and yes, I will try to play quickly because time is important in rapid chess, and we have the exchange variation Caro-Kann. With the move knight to f3, now knight to c6 is the best, and bishop d3 or c3 has been played before. Okay, c3, just developing my knights, this is still theory. Bishop d2, bishop d3 now, and this is kinda not the best version of the exchange Caro-Kann for white, because usually you play bishop d3 before knight f3, and after knight c6 you play the move c3, and after knight f6 you play bishop f4, and you delay the development of this f3 knight, but still this is the same structure, so the opening ideas and the middle game ideas will be the same. I will develop my bishop to g4 most likely, will play e6, bishop e7 and will castle, and my idea in this game will be to attack on the queen side with my pieces and my pawns. Now bishop b5 is an interesting move. I have faced this numerous times online and offline, and now just bishop g4 is the best move. My opponent's idea is to play knight to e5 at some point, but now he is pinned, so currently this is impossible. And yes, just bishop, okay, bishop f4, completely okay move, e6 trying to develop. Maybe with bishop to d6 rather than bishop to e7, we will see. Bishop e7 or bishop d6 will be played. So how should we react now? I guess my opponent's idea is to play queen a4 with knight e5. So bishop d6 kind of prevents this idea. Although I guess it's still possible, but it looks bad. Just bishop d6. If bishop g5, then I guess I can go back and the position is fairly equal, because he spent 2 tempis with his bishop, I spent 2 tempis with my bishop. But I can, after bishop g5, no, I will of course take the bishop. But if he were to play bishop g5, I could just castle, not playing bishop e7, because this pin is not as dangerous as this pin might be on this diagonal. But in this scenario, knight e5 is no longer possible, because it simply loses the game. And if queen a4 will be played, I can simply castle short, and bishop takes c6 followed by queen takes c6 is just a very good position for me, very good endgame up after something like rook c8 and c5. And yes, I like playing this kind of semi-open positions. And excuse me, and now I have this Carlsbad pawn structure, as it is commonly called. My pawn is on e6 and on d5, and his pawns are on c3 and on d4. He plays bishop e2, which is a very unusual move. He spent 1 and 2 tempi with his bishop, and now I can just castle, I believe. c4 loses the pawn after retakes on c4, knight takes. I guess it is possible, but it's not something very good, because after check you simply lose the pawn whatsoever. And yes, I like my position. I will play a6, b5 and put my knight on c4 if possible. This is my idea now. And this knight on c4 is a very strong piece. If b3 ever happens, the c3 pawn become very weak, and after something like this, rook c8, rook c7 and rook c8, I have gigantic, I don't know if it is called gigantic or something else, but okay, I have tremendous pressure. That's the word I am familiar with. And yes, I mean, castles, okay, you castled, well done, but what is your plan exactly? And you cannot play knight e5, because I will pick up everything just a6 and b5, or although I can start with rook c8. I can start with rook c8. Where is the difference? I don't think there is a difference at all. But I guess I will start with... Because the idea is he can play c4 at some point. And what is the best? I guess a6, because b5 will be played. No, just start with rook c8. Why? Because the c file will open up after this trade happens, if it happens. And okay, rook e1 with an idea to play knight e5 at some point, but then just knight e7 and you have nothing. So I will continue with my plan of transferring the knight to c4. Yes, I am playing very quickly, but I am very familiar with these positions, so I don't think there is any trouble whatsoever here. And after c4 I can even take, and after knight takes I mean just something like this. So a6. Maybe I shouldn't play as quickly as I'm playing right now, but the fact that I really enjoy playing this kind of positions is very good for me. Why? And knight e5 played indeed. Okay, this is the move I missed, okay. What is an idea? An idea is that after takes, he... Oh, but does it work? After takes, bishop takes. Yes, it worked because I'm still 4. So, yes, I cannot take because after takes, there is bishop g4 attacking my queen with... And I cannot take because after rook takes I would simply be lost and down a queen. So what I will do is I will trade pieces and then play b5. Yes. If f4, I don't care, I will play knight a4, knight a5, excuse me. Yes, just bishop takes on e2, queen takes, and boom, b5. And then I will take with my b pawn if allowed. Is there any trick? f4, f5 doesn't work. If knight takes on c6, I can take with either of the two pieces, but probably with the rook. So knight takes, rook c8, and b4 coming. I would like to play knight d7 at some point. f4 is not a particularly ambitious, let's put it that way, move, because I mean, even if this trade ever happens, queen, I don't know, c7, and yes, you have the open f file, but I mean, rook a7, rook c7, and my pawns are completely safe and my king is safe here. Okay, very nice move indeed, stopping knight a5. Knight a5, excuse me. But it looks somewhat weird. Knight d7, queen d7. Here. Doesn't do absolutely anything because I will go here. Okay, how to play against this one? Knight d7 threatening to take. Fine. And what then? I mean, definitely b4 is an idea at some point. And then if knight c5, then I simply take and take here and win the game. Because my king is safe. There is nothing my opponent can do. So b4, I guess takes, rook takes, queen takes. This looks suspicious for my opponent. Rook d1, rook c8, knight c5, queen somewhere. I don't like playing b4 because this can be played. But it cannot really be played, so why shouldn't I just play b4? That's my main question at this point. I mean, what's my threat exactly? No, because after takes, my opponent should be fine with knight c5. So knight d7. Knight d7. Knight takes, queen takes, and if knight c5, I go back to d6. And at some point after, before, or maybe like this, then I will be able to sack my knight. If queen takes, then I take back with the queen, and if this pawn is no longer on c3, then pawn takes doesn't defend the knight anymore. So, I mean, even trading the knights, f4. Oh my goodness, this looks wrong. Because I can take with this knight and then play queen c6. Is this the case? If yes, but is my king weak? That's the only question I need to be worried about. I don't think so. No, with this knight, of course, yes. I don't think my king is weak. I can play rook f8 at all points of the game. I can play knight b6 at some point, rook a7 defending the everything on the 7th rank. And yes, rooks can be powerful on 7th rank even when defending. I mean on your 2nd actually, not on the 7th, but still this is a very underrated maneuver if we put it that way. And now what to play, queen b6 or queen c6? This is a very interesting choice, but definitely queen to c6 looks far more natural. Queen e7 also an idea, defending here and then just putting knight here. Well, why not? Queen e7 actually looks very nice. If I look it now. Putting rook on c4, oh my goodness, and then maybe even sacking the rook, and wow, this looks gorgeous. Queen e7. I need to keep up on the clock. Yes, just queen e7, right? At some point I will be able to sack my knight for e5 pawn. Excuse me once again, my microphone is kinda waving here. And yes, I am very optimistic with this game. Excuse me, I'm very allergic right now. Bless me. So something like putting either of the pieces on f7 is very nice. On f5, excuse me, not on f7. But now that I look, or did maybe queen to c6 was still better and then defend like this. But my queen on e7 is still very powerful, I would say. Because I'm pressuring everything. Maybe c5 square, maybe b4 pawn push, which I wouldn't on c6. So, of course, now knight c5 loses the game. Wait, this looks kinda bad. This is just too weakening, I would say. Knight b6. Knight c5, maybe just sack. Queen f2 takes and something like knight here. With a lot of pressure. I mean, I wanna sack, but... I really wanna sack. But I guess it's not good. So we'll play it slowly. Knight d7 back looks really nice, but then knight b3. Then rook c4. Yes, let's go back and play rook c4. Let's do that, yes. And if takes, then I'm winning. Oh my goodness, I blundered that one. And now I gave my opponent an extra tempo, but still, I don't think this is good for my opponent. You know why? Firstly, because I can play a5. But okay, I guess because of this. I mean, I am able to sack the rook and he is not able to do that. Let's go back. maybe it was a mistake to go back. I completely missed the move pawn to b4, and now I'm not as optimistic as I was before. Maybe even taking and... but taking looks horrendous. So yes, I really like the way I played so far. I guess this knight d7 move was a mistake. But still, I mean, after knight c4 he cannot move his rook because he would hang the a3 pawn. Although I guess there is, after rook a1, the a6 pawn would be hanging as well. But do you really want to give up the knight? Or even trade the rooks should be fine for me. And we are both down to 10 minutes, which is not low, but still it is not as much time as I am used to play. And yes, tomorrow there will be no video, unfortunately. Yes, I know, but I will be playing a classical chess league. That means I will only play one game, and it will be a really important one, so I will prepare. Maybe I will do one rapid game and I will put it on YouTube, but maybe not, so I'm sorry. And now knight c4. I don't know what a3 does except weakens the king here, so a3 very bad move. And at some point, yes, maybe, just maybe, I will be able to sack the rook and maybe blast open the queen side. And the okay, he plays a4 himself. How to counter this one? This is the move, rook a7. After take takes, I will play rook a8, yes. Rook a7, I mean, it is a very gorgeous move. I mean, just saddle rook a7. It looks amazing to my eyes. I don't know about your eyes, but still. Takes, takes, and rook takes, queen takes. I'm getting on the open a file, so this is bad for my opponent. And then even this knight is not doing as much after takes takes because there is no a pawn to attack. Both of the knights look really nice. I mean, this knight pressuring something here, this knight pressuring something here. But I guess nothing is really undefended in our position, so... I mean, it is pressure. There are some weak pawns on c3. There is no such pawn. I guess the pawn on a6 is also weak, and what the hell is the move a5? Oh my goodness, this looks bad. I mean, you have zero play if you don't open something, so this is just playing for a draw, which is just garbage. I mean, even if you triple on the f file somehow, rook on a7 is already defending everything. And yes, now I will double up on the c file. Because if I play rook c7, then the knight takes the pawn and I'm lost. So rook c6 defending everything here. And maybe he has some play, but my queen here on the queen side is really nicely placed. And even g6, h5, h4. This knight is trapped, yes, this is fact. It cannot go anywhere. So maybe I'm looking at knight takes here, but this knight is defended by two pawns, so this makes kinda less sense to sack the knight, because there is no way to disrupt this pawn chain. And pawn on c3 is very weak, excuse me. My pawn on a6 is very weak, but we cannot attack each other's pawn, so maybe this is just a draw. And maybe I will just offer a draw at some point of the game, but maybe he will push for a win. Maybe, just maybe. But I am too solid. He has like 0 moves. And even if he can put his knight anywhere in the position else, but I cannot figure it out where that would be. But still, if he overpresses, maybe I have some chances then. Queen f2, I guess. Rook c7 now. The pawn is defended. I expect rook f1. Maybe f6. Maybe I will open the position like that. And then I would be winning, but f6 requires a lot of calculation, I would say. Because this pawn is very weak after rook f1. This pawn is very weak. I guess I have king f2 at some point. Or king g7. But come on, this looks I mean, this is my only idea, and my opponent has literally 0 pawn play. I guess he can try to push these 2 pawns, but yes, rook a2. I mean, what is that? He's trying to play rook e2. Can I play f6 now? I will spend like maybe 3 minutes here, because this is like the only non-drawing mechanism. And after rook e2 I can push. And I should be fine. Queen check. I can maybe play queen g2 if takes. King takes, you cannot take because the knight is defending. I mean, why not? It looks really nice. And if nothing happens, if he doesn't take, well then I am okay. That's my assumption. h6, king h8, maybe go here. Oh, I almost moved my king. LOL. So here, rook e2, I guess, is the move. Takes. But then I can sack the knight. You need to be careful. So f6, why not? Let's go all in. If I lose the game, whatever. I mean, and he takes. Oh my goodness, he takes. I mean, he's probably counting on rook e2, but I can push then, because look at this knight, it's defending. And also if rook e2 happens, pushes, takes, I mean, then I'm just threatening to take here and then probably win the game. Although it's not as easy, this rook endgame maybe looks winning more than it actually is. But this position right now is my dream. Definitely in this position, e5. I mean, just look at this. e5, e4, even if allowed. Or takes. Here, rook e2. Here, rook e2, what happens then? I need to calculate this one. Pushes. King f7, maybe. I don't know, but taking the f6 pawn was probably a mistake. Probably. Very nice move, yes, I haven't seen this because after take there is check. So how to do that? Rook d6 looks nice. Rook d6, rook f1 I can still push because the pawn now is defended. So rook d6. Knight d3, I guess. Knight d3. Queen f7. Rook e7. Pushes. That's my idea. We'll see how it will go. Knight e3, I guess it's the only move that doesn't loses the game positionally. But of course we'll analyze the game afterwards, so maybe I'm completely wrong and white is just okay. But this looks very, very scary to play if you are white, of course. If you're... Yes, if you're white. I just saw this move, but I have king f7. Check. Here. Because the fact that this pawn is very weak is kinda bad. So king f7 here is okay. King f7, of course, is the only move. Queen h5, I go back, I guess. Maybe this is just a draw. I haven't seen that he has queen g4 with unvoiced calculating f6. Where to go now? And I can go to f8. And he doesn't have a check. He has queen h6 though. But then he doesn't, excuse me, he doesn't have a check after queen h6 and king g8. And it is defended, the pawn is defended here by two of black's pieces. Takes, I probably should have calculated this one, but it doesn't work because the pawn is defended here. No, this is bad. Or is there like any check that loses the game for me? Not sure. I open up the F file. Is this bad? Is this bad though? No. Let's go all in. All in. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I hope you understand what I mean. Excuse me. Takes. My knight is the best piece on the board. Then knight d3, I guess it's very good move. But even if I will be down a pawn, then I can pick up the c3 pawn, play rook b3, pick up the b4 pawn. I have two passers then. Even then, I like my position. Takes, just takes. Maybe I will get checkmated and I simply don't know that. Check, I go to g8 definitely. Knight d3, I need to push, I guess. Go here, I go here. No, it blunders. Oh my goodness, he's so... I guess I go here. And take and go to d3 maybe. And pressure the c3 pawn. And this is very complicated. We are down to like 5-6 minutes. And this will be a very complex game. So rook f2 or rook f1 expected. These are two natural moves. There is the move knight d3 as well. Forcing e4, knight f4. What the hell is that? Wait, what the... What is that all about? I go here. You cannot play rook e8 because I'm defended. If you go here, I can go here always. Here, no. Queen d8. Queen f... No. No, this doesn't work. It cannot work. I play rook f7. No, it doesn't work. The pawn is defended. If here I go here. I guess I go here. No, this cannot work at all. d4 my next move. Maybe not, but... rook f7 my next move if something else happens than checks. And now my opponent is thinking, that means that he did not calculate that. He did not calculate, excuse me. I am learning some new English tenses and I don't know how to speak them correctly. Of course I blundered that as well. But I really like what I'm seeing, because takes is forced. I cannot really take the pawn. That's my guess. So how to do this one? Oh, my pawn is hanging here as well. And he is up a pawn? Oh, god damn it. So how to do this? Takes here. I guess I have something like here. No, I don't have this one. And I have queen e7. Takes. Here is the problem. Here is the real problem. Queen takes a7. So rook a6, rook a7, excuse me, but this is just too passive. Queen c8 takes. Oh, I defend. Okay, so this is at least something. Yeah, just queen c8, and we'll see. If queen takes c5, I have no idea what I will play. But we will think of something. Takes, I guess. And we are down to like 4.5 minutes, so it will become a bullet soon. And I think my speed is very good in time scrambles, so. And his king is very open as well, not only mine. Rook f6, I go king g8, here I go here. And yes, my king is not really safe. I mean, probably I am just lost by the computer. I don't know why I missed that after queen d8 there is 96 check. If I were to play something else, what could I play? Here, there is checkmate. Queen h6. King g8. Pick up the pawn. And then I can go here. And yes, I will play quickly now. Oh, queen e6 is a rook endgame, in which I'm lost. Just so we know, after queen e6, I guess I can just resign. Yes, I'm one tempo too short, which is just insanely hard to calculate, but I was like lost for the whole game. So after b4, excuse me, when I repeated the moves, this was just a huge blunder, and since then, and maybe f6 was not a correct move as well, so we will do a quick analysis then, and we'll see where I made crucial mistakes, and he's probably evaluating the rook endgame, which is of course winning for him. Maybe. No, this loses as well. No, no, no. There is nothing I can do after queen e6 takes, rook takes, go here. This doesn't work, so if I go here, push, here, push. I mean, I can give check and then go here, but after rook e8, my king is just misplaced. If my king were on f8 in the rook and pawn endgame, then I would be okay. And he plays queen g5. I guess he wants to pick up this one, but king f8 looks strong because he can go here, here, and here. And now queen e6 doesn't change, excuse me, anything. My rook is of course defended by my queen. And he spent like 2 minutes and did absolutely nothing, so... I mean, queen e6 of course completely winning. Maybe I can try to play king f8 then, but still. Then I'm like 3 tempi down, so... I mean, queen e6 of course completely winning. Or maybe I have some drawing chances, but... with outside passed pawn I should be just lost. And with my pawns being so weak, there is just nothing I can do. Or just maybe, just maybe I will be able to draw queen e6, but not in a way I showed you earlier. Excuse me. I will play rook a3 and this looks wrong. He gave me a move, so I guess this is check, yes, so king h2. Check. King f2, yes, loses. Do I wanna go into a rook endgame now? No. And I'm afraid I don't have many options. Let's go all in. I don't know what the evaluation of this spoof is. I don't have time, but I think it's the best practical decision. I mean, these are covered as well, so there should be no checkmate after rook a8 here. And here I can go back. And you accomplished nothing, so... And maybe at some point I will be threatening to not push, but to do something like this. Oh, I'm losing now. Where can I go? Here, here, or here. If I go here, then check, and here loses the queen. If here, here. Go here, I don't know. Oh, queen g8 is just mate, right? Oh no, it's not. Maybe I'm surviving? Of course I'm not. I mean, if you're watching this and hoping I will survive, I probably won't, but still, thank you for hoping. And here. Oh my goodness, he has rook a6 here and g4. In which case, I'm lost. In which case I'm lost, yes. But if... I mean, this is just a simple calculation skill. And of course, this was the only way to try to do something. And this is... What the hell is this? Wait, now I'm getting some vibes of surviving. Now we will take it slowly. Here, here. Can I go here? No, this is checkmate. So here, here, here. I'm still lost. Pretty much this is what I can say. I can go here. Here. Kinda wanna go queen f1 because he cannot check me if he doesn't want to lose a rook, and if this happens then I think I have a draw. So queen f1. Let's play quickly. Oh no, this is just checkmate. Wow, what did I just do? Queen h7 is checkmate. Yes, okay. But was it a draw before? I don't think so. It was a draw. Oh, the same idea I had. But not with queen f1, but with queen b1 instead. And if something else happens, this is checkmate. How? Queen e1, king g4, queen e4, king g3. You don't repeat, right? Queen takes b4 check, king g3. And you just kind out, okay. But I had the same idea. Here I played queen f1. And I mean, if you play something ridiculous, then this is just checkmate. With the same idea, queen e1. So let's analyze the game quickly. If it was the Caro-Kann, of course, e4 c6, d4 d5, the exchange. And yes, these kind of positions are really nice to play, and white is black is at least equal here. So here was when my opening ideas went off. I mean, I still knew what I was doing, so bishop takes e2, queen takes e2, and b5, knight b3, knight d7, f4. I thought it was a mistake. And now queen e7 was an okay move. Sacking the rook was the best move. Oh my goodness, I should have trust my god instinct, and now I'm bad. I'm worse because before knight b6. And this is just a draw. Oh wait, what? Here a5, the only drawing move, or taking. I mean, taking is bad, that's because, I mean, look at this pressure. So the other drawing move was a5, ab5, ab4, cb4. And this is a draw. Yes, this is... I mean, I played rook a7. And a5 is winning? How exactly is this winning? I mean, if I do nothing. Rook f1, king g1, queen g3, the best move, h6, rook f4. I mean, okay, I played f6 and I was losing here. And here it is a draw. And queen f7 is the... Oh, of course, queen f7. I thought he has here. In a very short amount of calculation I did. And after queen d8 I'm simply lost. And this endgame was... I was always lost, yes. Yes, this is the best move here. Here, 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 and here. And queen g7 was winning. Rook a6 was winning as well, with an idea of... Oh wait, I don't... Yes, I play queen g6, but okay. So, rook g7. And this is a draw after queen b1. Yes, this is a big miss opportunity by me, but... What can I say? Losses came first. My fan said in the comments one, so... Tell me what you think in the comments below. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing. It would really help me out. And see you guys tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Bye bye.